Hello, and hello everyone once again. My name is Jonette Ngwenya, and I'll be your moderator for this session. So today we'll be having a Georgia Tech representative, Mariana, who will be just informing us on the university and all they have to offer. So just a brief background about them. The Georgia Institute of Technology, commonly referred to as Georgia Tech, is a leading public research university located in Atlanta, Georgia. Established in 1885, Georgia Tech is renowned for its strong emphasis on technology, engineering, and applied sciences. It offers a wide range of undergraduate and graduate programs through its 6 colleges: the College of Engineering, the College of Computing, the College of Sciences, the College of Design, the Scheller College of Business, and the Evan Allen College of Liberal Arts. Georgia Tech is recognized for its rigorous academic standards, innovative research, and commitment to fostering a collaborative and inclusive learning environment. The university's campus is home to state-of-the-art facilities, cutting-edge laboratories, and numerous research centers that drive advancements in various fields. With a diverse student body and a strong global presence, Georgia Tech is dedicated to preparing students to become leaders and innovators in a rapidly changing world. So over to you, Mariana.
Thank you, Janet. Thank you for having me today here to talk about Georgia Tech as an institution. I'm going to try to share my screen and actually present. I do have a presentation that I want to share. So bear with me while I do that real quick, and please let me know if you're able to see the presentation. Let's see. Righty. And just if anyone are you able to see? I'm gonna go into presentation mode real quick. So I wanna make sure it's working. Is it working? Are you able to see it?
Yes, we are.
Perfect. All righty, great. So once again, thank you for having me today. My name is Mariana Maneiro. I work specifically in the International Admission Department at Georgia Tech, or the Georgia Institute of Technology in the United States. Part of my role is meet students, international students from all over the world. And also part of my job is reading applications and just explaining the process of applying to Georgia Tech. Today, I just want to give you a brief introduction about who we are here at Georgia Tech. I'm going to talk about our motto of progress and service. I'm going to tell you a bit about how the education looks inside of the classroom and also outside of the classroom. And I will go into detail about our application process and requirements specifically. Oh, let's see. Looks like it might not be working on this side. Let me try on this side. There we go. All righty. So let's dive in and talk about who we are here at Georgia Tech. I mentioned at the beginning that our motto here is progress and service. And really, our motto carries the spirit of wanting to progress towards a better future and serve our community while we do that. This motto is the core of what drives us here at Georgia Tech and really the core of everything we do as an institution. We always get the question when we're talking to students about what kind of students thrive and succeed here at Georgia Tech. And to that, I always answer, if you're a student or you're someone that's excited to find innovative solutions, if you want to work with others and collaborate in a stimulating and exciting environment. And if you're willing to contribute and wanting to contribute to that motto of progress and service in all aspects of your experience while you're here at Georgia Tech, then those are the type of students we are looking for at Georgia Tech. In terms of how it looks in the classroom, because that foundation to progress and service and that commitment to progress and service starts with a strong foundation on campus and in the classroom. Just to give you an idea, we are considered a mid to large size institution in the United States. We have a little over 18,000 undergraduate students, and we take about 400 acres territory of space in the city of Atlanta. And I love that statistics because even though we are in the heart of this amazing major city, we're still able to have this excellent community and campus space in the middle of it. Campus is accessible to get around. Most students can walk from one end to the other in about 20 minutes. Another important number here is those 39 majors. Often a mid-sized to large university, public university in the United States, you're gonna see hundreds of majors to choose from. But here at Tech, we only have 39 majors across 6 different colleges. And these ranges from public policy, mechanical engineering, computer science, business, just to name a few. Because we have only 39 majors, we can provide a really focused curriculum within these areas that prepare our students for their careers in the professional world. All of our majors at Georgia Tech are Bachelor of Science degrees, so they will have the focus and background on research and innovation throughout. Another number you will see on this screen, it's a 98% retention rate. Our retention rate is the amount of first-year students that return to their second year or for their second year. The national average in the United States is about 67%, but at Tech, we take pride of that 98% retention rate. And this is just because it means that we are bringing in students who are prepared to be successful here at our institution, and that we are matching that with support systems and resources on campus to ensure students' success here. Some of these resources include academic support, tutoring services, research. We have counseling center and other student life organizations on campus. We also do a great job of making sure our first-year students get plugged into the community here right away through our week of welcome, which of course occurs before the start of classes. And just one of the many ways we have to introduce students to campus and to acclimate them to Georgia Tech. The last thing I want to touch upon in this slide is that 70% class size on that screen. That percentage means that 70% of our classes have fewer than 49 students. The common class size here at Georgia Tech is 26 to 33 students, which shows that the students here have the direct access to faculty and they are able to build strong relationships with their classmates. I just want to make a note about class size because core classes might look larger, more that 49 or that 26 to 33 student class. But once you progress through your major, the class size gets smaller and more focused. So I wanted to just make a point about that too. So we do have 6 different colleges, as Joanna said on the introduction, and we offer 66 minors as well in many different areas. As I mentioned earlier, because we have a very focused curriculum across our 39 majors, we offer a variety of experiences to take what you learn in the classroom and apply to the real world to deepen your knowledge and education. At Georgia Tech, we have many work opportunities and research opportunities that our students participate in, such as co-ops, internships, international abroad experiences, and of course, undergraduate research programs. And I will go into a little more detail on what those look like at Georgia Tech. Prior to students going out and getting these internships or co-ops, our Career Center helps students not only find opportunities in fields they are interested, but also prepare for those opportunities through resume workshops, mock interviews, and even a campus closet that we have on the Student Center here at Georgia Tech, where students can borrow the attire they might need for these interviews and not cost at all. Both of these opportunities are great for hands-on experience and allow students to speak about the skill set and experience they have when they start applying for jobs, rather than just the coursework they took while they were here at Georgia Tech. Beyond that, say you really like experiment with new projects and ideas. Well, our numerous on the undergraduate research opportunities allow students to join in or on exciting faculty or student-led research, or even develop their own projects and research ideas while they're here at Georgia Tech. We are home to one of the first maker spaces in the United States, which allows students to test their new ideas and be creative as they search for new solutions. And we don't have just one, we have many across campus for students to utilize and have access to, which is really a unique aspect of research here at Georgia Tech. We also offer a way for students to take their new ideas and develop their projects into startups. We have a CreateX program, which is an accelerator program that allows students here to learn entrepreneurial skills, develop their product, and actually launch it to the market. So a student can present to companies, and many startups have come out of the CreateX program here at Georgia Tech. Lastly, another great experience for students to have while they're here at Georgia Tech is participating in study abroad or international experiences. As you can see, we have many different programs in many different countries, and they take different shapes. We do have European campus located in France, which is a satellite campus of Georgia Tech, and we have another one located in China as well. Like I said, study abroad and those international opportunities can take different shapes, from like a faculty-led program or a fully exchange program, or maybe an international internship as well. One great thing I always like to point out when I talk to international students, and I'm talking about having those international experiences, it's that it's usually cheaper for them to study abroad. Because they will be paying the in-state tuition rate when taking part of those programs and those opportunities. So we see many students taking advantage of these unique experiences and being able to apply what they are learning in the classroom, outside of the classroom, and take part, like I said, part of those opportunities. We often see over 65% of our students taking part in an abroad experience during their time at Georgia Tech, which is quite a large number, specifically for a research institution as it is Georgia Tech. All of these opportunities are voluntarily, so it is not a given. It's not given to students to, it's not expected for them to be participating in them, but it is a highly valuable experience and opportunity that many of our students take advantage of while here in Georgia Tech. While these opportunities in the classroom are incredible, I want to talk about our location specifically because I'm talking to international students, and I just want to talk a bit about where exactly are we located and what our location has to offer. So we're in the southeast of the United States, in the state of Georgia, and we're right in the capital of the state, in the city of Atlanta. So we're right in the middle, in the heart of our urban city. So what's great about Georgia Tech is exactly that we're right in the middle of the city. Not only are students taking advantage of the opportunities we have at Georgia Tech, but they are also taking advantage of the opportunities they have here in the city. As you can see on this slide, these are just a few of the companies in the state of Georgia and in the city of Atlanta. We're home to many headquarters of Fortune 500 companies that students are able to connect with, do their co-ops, internships, and eventually many students are able to find jobs with those companies as well. So it's kind of incredible how much our students have at their fingertips at the professional level. So companies like Coca-Cola, Delta, the Center for Control Disease headquarters are here located in Atlanta as well. And this is just to name a few. Outside of professional opportunities, Atlanta, it's a great place. I'm not native of Atlanta. I moved here as an international student and stay after, but it's actually one of my favorite cities in the United States. It has a very unique energy. and a sense of community here from the arts, like music, easy access for getting in and out of the city, even to the airport. Many green spaces, even though we're in an urban city. And one of my favorite places is Piedmont Park, which is our version of what in New York will be Central Park. And that's just within miles, actually a mile of campus. So there is lots of options when it comes to like not only that those professional opportunities, but enjoyment, social enjoyment, the social aspect of it when it comes to the city and our great location. Like I said, we're well connected. There is public transportation with easy access from campus, and even getting in and out of the airport is extremely easy. And I really like to point that out to, especially when I talk to international students, because that's something they always have in mind, how far I am from an airport and actually being able to fly out and go home. So yeah, excellent opportunity and an excellent place for students not only to grow as a student, but to be part of a unique community that make up the city, for sure. So I'm going to talk about our application review process, and application requirements. And the first thing I want to do is talk about this holistic application review. And as you talk to different universities, especially with American universities, you're going to keep hearing this holistic application review process. So what does that fancy phrase mean? It means that we're just not looking at one thing. We're looking at the whole picture and the whole context of who you are as a student to make sure we understand you and your story. We want to know you, and we're looking at the application with a full rounded scope. So yes, we're looking at every single part of the application, but we're also looking at it in the context of that student. Where is that? Questions that we ask. Where is the student located? What is the type of curriculum available to the student? Where are they attending school, and what opportunities are available to that student? These are questions that are in our mind while we are reviewing applications. The second thing I like to talk about before going into our admission requirements is that we have a selective admission process here at Georgia Tech. So you're probably thinking now, oh no, what does this mean, selective? And it just means that we have more students applying than we have room for here at Georgia Tech. Just to give you some context, last year we have about 50,000 applications come through, and our typical first year class, it's about 3,500. So this just shows how competitive the applicant pool and the admission process it can be. But I'm going to repeat myself throughout all of these. We're looking beyond the numbers. We really want to get to know the applicant as best as we're able to. And that way we're able to actually make the right decision and get applicants that are going to be successful here at Georgia Tech and add to that model of progress and service and to the fabric of the school as well. So just a few things. This is what we're looking at when we're reviewing your application. The first thing we look at is that academic preparation. So academic preparation is going to serve as the foundation of this process. It goes beyond grades because a GPA is just a number, and it tells a limited story of who you are as an applicant. So we're looking at what courses or what classes or what opportunities were offered to you in the context of your school. And if you're taking advantage of those opportunities, are you taking those rigorous classes? How are you doing on those classes? We're looking at the full picture of your time in high school. Do you work to the highest of your abilities? Do you, like I said, you take advantage of that rigorous curriculum offered to you? And all of those things allow us to understand the context of your education and help sign out if you're prepared to be successful here at Georgia Tech. Within learning the context of your school, you're probably wondering how it's a person that's sitting in the United States that knows about my context. So we really support our work through like connections with high school counselors. They usually will send a school report or a profile that gives us and I give us the information we need in order of what's available in terms of the curriculum. And many times if the counselor does not send a school profile as part of your application, then we're going to probably reach out to them and kind of talk to them, so we have a full understanding of what's being offered to you and what curriculum and what options are being offered to you, and we're able to make the right decision as well. After we get that foundation through academic preparation, we look at what we call contribution to community. So this tells us the story of who you are outside of the classroom, and will guide us to understand the kind of person you will be here on campus, and the impact you will make. This is not limited to one specific activity. We want to know everything that you are involved in outside of the classroom, and this can take different shapes. It could be like you're involved in sports, or you have a part-time job, or you have family responsibilities, or maybe you're part of you take help with community service. So what were those responsibilities you had and the things you were involved that enable allow us to understand who you are and your story, to know more about you. This not always have to be a leadership position, but sometimes it is leadership positions, and that's great. The important part here is, like I said, get to know you better as an applicant, and how you will impact the community and how you will fit into the community here at Georgia Tech. Here, I talk about our motto, progress and service. So we do pride ourselves of bettering our communities within the surroundings, the city of Atlanta, but even a broader scale. So we want to see the diversity of what you do outside of the classroom. As part of your application, you're sending 2 essays, one long personal essay. You have 6 different prompts to choose from. Just choose the one that fits you better and that allows you to give us more information about who you are. And then we have a short essay specific to Georgia Tech, and that one is just specific to why you want to study at Georgia Tech and why you want to study that specific major here. Essays are just another way for us to get to know you, who you are, and just to understand the impact you want to make here at Georgia Tech. Specifically with the Georgia Tech essay, don't use, it's a short essay, so don't use the space just telling us about what we offer, because we already know that, but just let us know how you're going to take advantage of everything we offer to and your education, or what your interest might be as well. So like I said, it's more about getting to know who you are. Letters of recommendations. One thing I want to let everyone know that these are not required, but again, they provide more context and give us a better picture of who you are. You're only allowed to send 4 letters of recommendations, no more than that. And like I said, it's not going to be detrimental to your application if you do not send those recommendation letters. But if you have 1 or 2, 3, even if you have those 4, send them in, because they do add and give us more information about who you are from someone else's perspective. So it's always great. Because we're a public institution in the state of Georgia, we're mandated to require SAT and ACT scores. I talk and I have put a lot of emphasis on our holistic application review process, about how we take the time to really look at every single aspect of the application in the context of the student. So I want to reaffirm and reassure everyone that SAT or ACT, whichever you decide to send in with your application, is just one part of the application. It's not giving us a full picture. Know that you're able to self-report those scores. We place much higher value on your academic preparation and your performance, your involvement and your impact outside of the classroom that use a score from that test. English proficiency is usually met, because you're sending those SAT scores. English proficiency is usually met, but that English score that you're sending us in, but I know sometimes students are applying to different institutions and they might have taken the TOEFL or any other type of testing for to prove English proficiency for other institutions. If you want to send those in as well, they are welcome, and that's give us more information about you, about how you're doing. Other than that, you might, if you want to, you might want to send interview. This is only only something that's offered to international students whose their instruction language was not English in school. Like I said, it's not mandatory, but it's another it's optional. If you want to send, they give us more information about you as a student. And then institutional feed, I'm just going to go quite quickly because I think we're running out of time, but this is just our goal at Georgia Tech is to ensure enrollment of a first year class that's diverse and dynamic in many areas. So this is something that you leave to us, institutional fit. Up to this point, you have control on everything, that academic preparation, that contribution to community essays. But institutional fit is something that we going to contextualize. We're going to contextualize the applicant in our first year class. So this is something that, like I said, you have no control. We're giving certain institutional goals and priorities that we need to meet and align to for the incoming class. Things like we want a full-on representation of our first year class of all the different majors we offer, all those different 39 majors. And, we want a diverse group of students from like different backgrounds with different experiences and opportunities to bring to the table and add to the fabric of the institution. With that being said, I'm going to talk about application deadlines real quick. So the first thing you need to know, we're on the Common App only. Through the Common App, usually that opens early August. Most years is August 1st, but early August is when that application opens up for you to apply. We have early action 2 for non-Georgia residents, including international students. That deadline is November 4, and you will hear a decision if you were admitted or not, usually in January. Note that it says early action, not early decision. And this means that when you apply, it is non-binding. Rather, it means you will hear about your decision to Georgia Tech in January. That's what it means, so early on. Then you have another opportunity to apply, which is our regular decision deadline, which is January 6th. If you apply regular decision, you will hear about your decision in March. And lastly, our May 1st enrollment deposit deadline for students to make sure they are ready to come to campus. So either if you were admitted on early action or regular decision, you don't have to let us know that you are coming, or you have till May 1st to let us know if you're accepting that admission and that you're coming to Georgia Tech. Like I said, our early action is an early action, not decision, so it's non-binding. That being said, that concludes the session. We do have offer many virtual sessions and tours, either tours to see campus. We have information sessions specifically for international students that are offered virtually, and we do have academic sessions by departments. If you know specifically like the major you're interested in, you can actually go and attend those specific major specific and college specific sessions as well. So by scanning that QR code, you're able to reach out to us. Thank you so much for the opportunity to present today. I don't know if we do have time for questions, or if there is any questions you want to make live. We'll be able to leave my contact information as well in case anyone needs to reach out or contact me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mariana, for all the information. And I think if anyone does have questions, they'll leave them in the chat and contact you. Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.